Hi, folks. I hope you're well. I was just listening to some 80s music. Oh, yes. Love Plus One by Haircut 100 and Modern Love by David Bowie were the two last ones I just listened to. And just beautiful. Just takes you back. Takes you back to, I was probably about 13 at the time. 13 in the Cotswold community. And getting on with it as you do. It's a boarding school for kids that aren't wanted. So once you've been in there, I was in there for about a year by that point in time. So you've learned to get on with it, because that's the point. You get on with it, and yeah. My life at that point in time was football, cricket, tennis. I was running. I was at Swindon Athletics Club at the time. And doing all of that, doing everything I could with regards to sport, because sport was my release. It was a way of having some joy as a kid. But yeah. I've done some videos in the last day, really, that suggest that life is not easy, that life is bloody difficult. It isn't. No, life is absolutely beautiful. But life is more beautiful when I'm not in church. Life is, when I'm in church, life becomes harder, a damn sight bloody harder. But even then, it's still beautiful. Having a relationship with Father God, learning more about his nature, his will, his ways. Getting closer and closer to being at that point where I can then partake of the tree of life and the fruit of that. It's all just beautiful. It's just an honour, really, to be part of that and to be let in. Well, last video, I think, or the video before that, was the car, the Jag, with all the stickers over it. And as I say, that is my journey since September 2021. And all of that is stuff that God's been talking to me about and teaching me about. All those answers came in during that time. And as I say, it's just an absolute honour to be in a position where that can be received. And, but as I say, oh my goodness me. Yeah. The absolute horror of realising that it's about relationship with Father, and it really is about that. And that once you get into that position where you're having that relationship with Father God, and you realise it was all about that, oh my God, it's, you get the joy, but you also get the absolute, and again, I use the word horror because horror fits. When you see not only what you made of it, but what everyone else is making of it. Yeah. I just turned to Father and said, I am so sorry of what I made of it and of what they're making of it. I am so sorry. It's always been about you, and yet yeah. Well, that's why, to a certain degree, that when I talk about church, there's a lot of pain there. But the reason why there's pain there is because I look at the church and I see, and yeah, I have to say it is basically this, that they are basically sticking two fingers up to God, to Father, and basically saying, fuck you, we're going to do things how we want. And because that's what they're doing. It's not what they're saying, but their actions are saying that. That's what they're doing. And yeah, I have a degree of hate towards that. What I see them do, I hate. I don't, there's nothing about me that likes any of that in any way, shape, or form. I hate it. When I see the worship and they're making it all about the Son, I hate it. When I see them praying to Jesus, I hate it because I know that's not his name. I know that, and I know that they know that. Right? Or they bloody well should. If they don't know it, they should. Right? And they should. Right? Come on. They should. But again, I understand that I didn't. So, yeah. But again, I hate what they're doing for them. I know that if they understood, their lives would be so much better. So much better. Most of their struggles would be dealt with. Most of their hardship would be dealt with. You would still go through hardship, but you wouldn't be as stressed through it because you would understand the big picture. You would understand God's plan. You would understand his view. And because you'll be in relationship with Father God, you'd understand more from his point of view. And so therefore you would walk with a lot more peace, a lot more joy. And I see them and I go, okay. I don't hate it for me because I haven't got that. They're not teaching that to me. I don't receive that from them. But when I see them teaching that to people, then I go, no, I'm sorry, that is not okay. I understand it. From my point of view, when I realized it and I said sorry to God, when I said I'm so sorry to God, oh my God, I did mean it and it was horrendous. But I'm not a teacher. Well, I am a teacher, but I'm not in a position of authority teaching a church. I haven't been. So I've got things wrong in the past, but I'm being trained by God, not by the world. So I can afford to get things wrong because right now I have a tiny viewership, not a massive viewership. I don't have the same degree of attention as Archie and Jude have. I don't have, 20 to 30 to 40 views every Sunday. They do. Yeah, they have people going to the midweek meetings. They have people going to the other stuff they do. I don't. If I did, I'd have to be a damn sight more bloody careful about what I said. Yeah? And what I taught. So basically what I taught doesn't just mean what I said, how I acted. What I showed them is right. I would have to be a damn sight more careful. So for them realizing it and how horrendous it's going to be for them will be so much more than it was for me. So you take care. God bless. I'll speak to you soon.